Hello there, dear viewers. This is NefFTW once again playing through Paper Mario and Thousand Year Door. Last video, I gave Zesty the cookbook. I got Miss Mouse as a partner. And this video, I'm going to... Give me a second. I'm gonna continue going along and possibly... I'm gonna get close to sorting Chapter 5. How about that? I think that works just fine as a description for this video. And I'll just have Miss Mousing around for a little bit. Oh boy, I'm tired. I've done many voices. Actually, this next chapter upcoming is gonna be the last time I do that black box evil voice. It's a shame, I know, but, you know, it had to come to an end, I guess. Wait a minute. Hold on. 5 gem-like objects that hold great power, which big use was used for sealing away a powerful destructive entity. And you are tasked with finding all 7 of them. Isn't this basically the plot to Sonic Adventure, the first game? Isn't that basically the plot? Let's move quickly, love. Let's go to the professor's office, quick as a wink. We have to speak to him of Princess Peach's email.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I should have switched back to Goombella. What? I have to remember the professor voice. That was written in Princess Peach's email! The legendary treasure is actually the spirit of an ancient demon, and those fiends want to use the power of the crystal stars to resurrect it? How bone-chilling. Sadly, it does seem to be consistent with what I've uncovered. Well, we're waiting, Professor. What did you find out? This is rather long, so you'd best listen well. Are all of you ready? And you, there, in front of the TV, you listen up too! You strange man. What did that mean? Oh, never you mind! Well, don't worry about such trivial details. Just listen. The great cataclysm that I read about in the book may well refer to this demon. It says that a monster destroyed a large town that once stood in this very area. It also says that the 7 crystal stars were actually created by this monster, and that this thing used the power of the crystal stars to try to control the world. According to this book, the demon was defeated in the end by 4 heroes, but only the beast's physical form was destroyed. Its spirit could not be eradicated, so the heroes used the crystal stars, which they had stolen from the demon, and they cast the evil beast into the depths of a vast maze and sealed the exit. From this I gather that the crystal stars cannot distinguish good from evil. So, if they're all united, they could either seal away or resurrect the demon. It seems the one who wields the crystal stars determines if they're used for evil or good. Well, the way I see it, it may be the entirely wrong idea to collect these things. Why, someone could just steal all the crystal stars from us and resurrect that demon. I feel as though the best course of action may be to destroy them utterly. That was my first thought too, but further research suggests we can't do that. There's a slight possibility that the Thousand-Year Door is weakening. It seems the crystal stars hold the power to seal the beast for 1,000 years. So once 1,000 years pass, the power to keep the door sealed shut will fail. Oh man, I'm getting a headache. Oh. And unfortunately, this year may be the 1,000th year. Bad luck, huh? The fact that those goons want the stars now may be coincidence, but maybe not. In other words, we must be ready for the demon's return, even if the X-Nauts fail. Oh my, so I guess we have to shake our tails and find the other crystal stars. Tell me, Professor, where is the next one located? According to this map, it appears to be somewhere on Keyhole Key. Keyhole Key? I'm none too familiar with that place, but I've heard countless unsavory rumors. The usual stuff. Vengeful spirits, full of hatred, evil curses, things like that. I'm sure that the sea salt's not by the harbor no more. You should head there first. What? Wait. Aha! Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, Goombella, you're doing this. You're doing this with me. And I know exactly who to talk to about this, I think. Maybe? Monetary wealth gives me freedom. Yes, and freedom gives me a wealth of spirit. And yet, why is it that a man whose life is unchained must always long for yet more? Ah? What is missing from my life? This tears at my very insides. I must know, what do I lack? Probably thrills. Thrills, you say, huh? Yes, I suppose one does need some thrills every now and then. There is nothing I like than the feeling of being alone on a mountain, shivering to death. Ah, no! Foolish Flavio! Not chills, you silly man. What I need are thrills. Wait! Hold the horses. That is it! Now that I am thinking of it, I once heard of the treasure of Cortez, the pirate king. Yes, this is the answer. Oh, such happiness for me! A hunt for pirate treasure! Why, that's a shrieks of romance, and thrills, and emotion, and even money! Do you not know the tale? The Pirate King's treasure, hidden on Keyhole Key? Ah, well, tales say the Pirate King Cortez hid his hoard of pirate booty there. For years, treasure hunters and ruffians have gone there in search for the loot, but not a single one of them has ever returned. Oh, the horror makes my back tingle. People there here whisper that the ghost of Cortez attacks all who seek his treasure. It's because of these very rumors that people no longer go to Keyhole Key. But that will not stop Flavio. That treasure is there, yes, and I'm going to prove it. For I am Flavio, trader extraordinaire, millionaire, sailor of the seven seas. What is that you are saying? You're also looking for a treasure? Here in Rogueport? Why talk such craziness? There isn't anything like that in this dull armpit of a town. You cannot be believing each stupid rumor about treasure some street urchin spews out. No, 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 no! Now what madness comes bursting from your mouth? You have a treasure map? Well, hand it over. Rather, I mean, show me. You are having a joke on me. This map leads straight to Keyhole Key. You swine! You mean to steal my treasure out from under me? You awful, awful man! Well, now I am confused. You were looking for things known as the crystal stars? But now that I am thinking, a star-shaped stone was said to be in Cortez's hoard. Perhaps I could sell it for a staggering amount of cash. Yes, that would be... Ah, stop such thoughts, Flavio! What you need is romance, thrills, and emotion. I cannot ignore what this business before me suggests. This must be fate at work. Flavio shall go with you to Keyhole Key. Of course, the crystal star is yours, yes, but the rest of the treasure is mine. Ah, huh? You must repeat that. Flavio's ears are plugged. You have no ship. Ha 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 ha! You unfortunate foolish man! Do you not know who I am? I will have a ship ready in no time, and it will be massive and glorious. Splendid, splendid, splendid! Let us begin preparations immediately, shall we? I will volunteer myself as our intrepid leader. Yes, and you will be captain. Ah, danger and adventure trickle my nostrils. Come to the harbor right away. I thought Goombella might mention something, but apparently not. I'm actually quite uncertain with the exact voice I'm doing for him. Boy howdy, look at that fancy ass ship. Oh yes, I'm gonna be filthy rich. I can't wait till I fought. They call that guy Four Eyes. Who was the sailors coming with us to Keal Key? I totally feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Maybe I'm just going nuts. Pleased to meet, your acquaintance. Fucking stupid. How do you not see that? It's so... Ah, yes. It is you, huh? Well, sadly, a slight problem seems to have popped up. But feast your eyes on this outrageously fantastic ship. She is a fine vessel, no? She is the SS Flavian, the queen of the countless ships in my personal fleet. The raw majesty of her hull, the pomp and circumstance, none can compare to her. Ah, behold the elegant curve of her prow. It cuts to the very soul. Don't you agree? But she is not just a beauty. She is a savage beast on the water, tops among sailboats. But above all, I tell you, this proud ship can... Ah, yes? Did you speak? Yes, 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 of course. A problem that has sprung up. I had completely forgotten about it. The SS Flavian, she bewitches me. Yes, well, here's the issue. We have no navigator. He ran off, the dog. A navigator, of course, is the higher strength helmsman. They steer ships, you know. Now, here's the real problem. The waters around Keyhole Key are deathly dangerous. We need an absurdly skilled helmsman as our navigator. It is, how you say, a pickle. Oi, Flavio! Heard you talking there, sir. About more my saying, I might have a solution. Do not tease me, Pawpatch! You can solve our problem, then spit it out already. Well, sir, I've heard talk of a famed, no, legendary sailor living right here in our port. Yeah, I think he's called Admiral Bobbery. A subtly old sea dog by all counts. But he's said to have helmsman's touch, sir. He can make any ship battle his will. Thing is, there ain't there ain't a soul what's seen him when the seas are like. Bassa boom! Problem solved! Let us scout out this Bobbery fellow and get him on board. As it is customary, my captain will handle all negotiations. That would be you, Mario. That does sound fair to everyone, does it not? No complaints. It's a great plan, whatever. Then it is decided. You must find this Bobbery and bring him here. Our fortune sails with you. Yeah, okay, great. You could just say, hey Mario, do all the work. We're lazy pieces of shit. And I'd say, yeah, you are. But let's just keep going, huh? It's time for me to work on my voices for this one. Boy, howdy. I know where Bobbery is, by the way. Hold on. I think I can just go straight to him. I can skip steps, because I'm just that type of person. It's locked from the inside. Yeah, it is. So how do you get over? You just gotta go up here. And look this! We're doing it! I'm doing it! Forget, wasn't there? Right, there's you. And inside. What do you blokes want? You seek Admiral Bobbery? Never heard of the gent. Take your search elsewhere. Now, away with you. I have to do the posh English gentleman. I've got to do poshman. I've also got to do sailor. I think I want to talk to you, though. Admiral Bobbery. Yeah, I know him. You know that house just past the wall in the eastern part of town? That's his. But I think both you and he would be better off if you just let him be. Now, come on. Fuck it. I forget, how do we convince him again? Oh, Bobbery, I have the faintest idea of who you are talking about. Now, if you please, drop the axe, Superstash. Already found out that you're Admiral Barbary. Harumph! Look, Poppycock, tell me, what would you want with me if I were this chap? You say your ship needs a navigator, and you want me to do the job, hmm? So sorry, but I have to look elsewhere. I shall set sail upon the sea. Nevermore! But that's just not cool. You want to see me beg or something? Is that it? You have to come along. Well, you can get us safe with a keyhole key. Awfully sorry, dear boy, but when I say no, what I mean is no! What's the next move, Chief? This salty guy is going nowhere fast. I can't figure this guy out. What's his beef with the ocean, anyway? You know what we ought to do? Go find someone who knows what this dude's deal is. Bobbery is basically the only person in this entire in my entire team who I'm gonna bother giving a voice to. Say Bobbery won't go to the sea, huh? Oh, can't say that surprises me. Real question is, are you folks really sure you want Bobbery back on the water? Oh, is that it? Oh, I see. You want him on an expedition, a keyhole key. Rough seas out there. Most sailors would meet their ends. Not O'Bobbery, though. The fact of the matter is, Admiral... Yeah, Bobbery. Bobbery's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. You'll probably end up crying, but I'll tell it to you if you really want me to. Please do! I can take it. In that case, get ready. Bobbery's tale of woe goes something like this. Bobbery was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlet. The two of them were madly in love, the sort of love reserved for fairy tales. Now, Bobbery was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods. Scarlet never complained, though, and always waited faithfully for Bobbery's return. And Bobbery, his eye never drifted. He loved only Scarlet, truly and deeply. So they lived and found happiness where they could. All was good for a time. But not all good things can last. It was a particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlet fell ill. Virus? Passing cold? No one knew, but it soon turned serious. Bobbery, at sea for a long, lonely voyage, knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlet had succumbed. She was gone. Bobbery, of course, blamed himself. My loving wife, my loving wife perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her back to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thought. They tormented him always, haunting his sleep. He has never gone out to sea since. Yeah, it didn't make me cry. Gee, what a downer. Guess he has a pretty good reason for hating the ocean. You all know his tale now. So tell me, do you really want him to return to the sea? Yes, we have no choice! Very well. I understand. If you're not determined, then I'll give you this. Pulls out the shotgun. Wait, hold on, what? On her deathbed, Scarlet wrote Bobbery a letter. You hold it in your hands. I don't know what's written inside, but I can tell you what she told me as she lay dying. If I should succumb to this plague, please give my love, and if my love should blame himself for my death, then give this letter to him, so he hear... Ah, fuck, stop my eye, god damn it. It was her last request. But when I saw Bobbery in the misery, trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't give myself to present the letter to him. I've regretted it ever since. Please, take this letter. Do the deed I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Bobbery. Listen, Bodley, thanks a ton. We'll deliver this thing. You feel better, okay? Let's roll, Gonzalez. Should I? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. It won't take that long. We'll just take some reading and whatever. Who cares? It's a couple minutes. What? Oh, by Brabberton's beard, not you again. No matter how many times you entreat me, my stance is firm. Now away with you! Pardon? A letter you say? For me? What? Scarlet? This is Scarlet's handwriting. Scarlet, my love. My love, if you're reading this letter, then I am no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped between us, I have decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I must have passed away while you were out at sea. I can only assume that you blame yourself for it, my sweet Bobbery. Although my life was short, you have given me more than a lifetime's worth of joy. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember that time, like love is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you were one with me. Do not lose both your life's loves. Time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you are one with me. Oh, 1,000 pardons, but may I have a moment alone, if you please? Yes, love, I was happy. My sweet, sweet Scarlet. I love you still. Now then, you were looking for a navigator, I believe. Bound for Keyhole Key. Humph! If you think an old sea bomb like me is what you need, then let's shove off! Admiral Bobbery! Yes! Is there anything? Oh my god, there's fucking Shine Sprite, you bastard! Fuck you! How dare you have a Shine Sprite! How dare you! The ship's in the harbor, hmm? I must inspect it before we leave. I shall meet you there. Okay, well, if you like what you saw, do not forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. When you do, we will... Oh, it's an email. Okay. We will actually be starting Chapter 5. I'm going to have to do a lot before I get ready for that. Personally do a lot. Because with these next 3 chapters, as soon as you get to a certain spot in them, you won't be able to return. And this one specifically is actually when you leave for the chapter. Same thing with Chapter 6. And part of the way through Chapter 7. But, yes, until then, this is NefFTW signing out.